Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what I believe are the best guitars from the 2024 Namm show. So after several days and several flights back across, the East Coast here, I've had a lot of time to reflect on the show and think about what I felt as though were the guitars that stole the show, okay? So I'm about to give you my list right now, but before I do, be sure to like this video, be sure to follow me on Spotify, and be sure to subscribe to this channel that you're watching right here. You clicked on this video, I got you here, you will not be disappointed. This channel is absolutely amazing, and I love creating for you all, okay? With that being said, let's get into my list. Now, my list has 7 guitars on it, and they're kind of in loose order, not necessarily like literally ranked 7 to 1, with the exception of the last guitar that I'm going to be talking about. I feel as though there's one guitar in particular that completely stole the show and had everybody buzzing. It was the biggest booth and biggest announcement, yada, 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 okay? So with that being said, the first guitar I want to talk about is Aristides. Just all of them, all the Aristides guitars. So the first thing that I did when I went to the Namm show is I went right to the Aristides booth, kind of accidentally. I went from Philly to LAX, then got an Uber from LAX, went straight to the Namm show, had my backpack on and everything, literally got off the flight, went into the show and kind of just wandered around, and I stumbled upon Aristides. I thought their presentation was great. I thought the wall that they had was really, kind of cool looking, and they had a lot of guitars to check out, a lot of multi-scale and a lot of extended range guitars. And I will say, man, there's 2 in particular that really caught my eye, and that is the seafoam green one and the neon orange one, obviously, right? Those are like some of my favorite colors. But that was the first time I ever got to see Aristides guitars in person, and I was just watching people just jam and check them out, and yeah, dude, I really was enamored by Aristides guitars. So for me personally, that was something that was more or less a highlight for me at this Namm show, because it was nice to see a guitar brand and a guitar company that I had never seen other than, cool pictures on the internet, okay? The next guitar that I want to talk about is Bagare Guitars' brand new model, and that is the Seraph. Throughout the entire weekend, I went back to Bagare Guitars' booth, I think 3 or 4 times. Like, I was always there just kind of checking them out, and I love Bagare Guitars, you guys know that, and they're literally right down the road. Shout out Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? To me, the Seraph looks like if a Jazzmaster and a Telecaster and like an EVH Wolfgang had like this kind of 3-way love triangle. Anyway, it kind of looks like a lot of shapes, but it is really unique. It has like a really kind of pointy horn, and kind of has like, just a unique kind of offset body, and I took some video of it and some footage of it, and I'll splice it in right here.
Okay. S-E-R-A-P-H. Okay.
That's beautiful.
It's kind of like another take on the Telly. So
yeah.
Like a modern Telly cross between like our Diablo model and a Telly.
Yeah.
Really nice upper fret axis. The cool thing is that it's a, gloss front, satin back.
Yeah, that's always sick. Oh, damn, that's cool. Yeah, sick.
Gives that real nice upper access,
Right on, dude. But I'm always stoked for Bagare Guitars to continue to push the brand and keep going up and up. So yeah, man, shout out Bagare Guitars. Up next is a guitar I talked quite heavily about in a recent video on my channel, and that is the Dean Guitars Wayne Lozanak from Hatebreed, his signature Thoroughbred. More specifically, the Black Beauty with the Gold Floyd. Dean Guitars' booth in general was one of, if not my favorite booth out of the whole show. It's so great to see Dean Guitars roll out something, super sick, and like had a lot to offer, a lot of new stuff, a lot of new products, a lot of new revitalization and revamping in the brand. So I was really happy to see that. But yeah, man, that Thoroughbred stole the show in terms of their display, in my opinion. Obviously, I love single cut guitars. You guys know that, for those of you who watch my channel. And I'm kind of hit or miss with the Floyd. I love it as much as I don't. But when you combine the two, it just looked absolutely amazing, man. Not only that, but it also had EMGs, and I love EMGs. So all that encompassing, it was a perfect amalgamation of all the specs I sincerely love. So yeah, I love that guitar so much. And shout out to Dean Guitars, man. Great booth, great lineup for 2024. Up next is the Steel Panther Pegasus from Chapman Guitars. Now, I love Steel Panther so much. I feel as though everybody should love Steel Panther. They're awesome, they're funny, they're amazing musicians, all the above. It was cool to see Styx and Michael Starr ripping it up, and who would have known that Styx and Michael Starr just so happen to be amazing guitar players as well? Of course they are. They're good at everything, right? But the guitar itself is really beautiful, man. I love purple. It's just like one of my favorite colors on a guitar. And, Chapman Guitars has always been good to me, and I love Chapman Guitars. So all that encompassing, seeing Steel Panther, Michael Starr, Styx, Adinia, just this metallic beautiful purple guitar. It was really cool to see, man. So I really enjoyed that guitar a lot. Definitely caught my eye, to say the least. Up next, we have a guitar from Stranberg Guitars, and that is the Bowden Essential. In case you're unfamiliar with what the Bowden Essential is, let me catch up to speed. Prior to this guitar being released, Stranbergs have always been like high-end, beautiful, spec'd out, and expensive guitars. Stranberg seems to be very mindful of that, and so what they decided to do was create the Essential, which was essentially just strip away all of the super high-end appointments and make a guitar that is the same quality and the same Stranberg feel at a lesser cost. And I think that's going to carry Stranberg into the stratosphere in terms of like reaching new popular heights. Now people have the ability to get the Stranberg experience and the Stranberg guitars feel and sound for not as much money as like the super high-end guitars that they currently have. I know a lot of people love Stranberg guitars, myself included. I've had a couple here on the channel back in my day. And yeah, in my opinion, Stranberg Guitars is like the pinnacle and like the epitome of like a modern guitar brand, pushing the instrument, you know, forward into the future. And to see them do something like this, that is release a guitar that is a little bit more budget friendly, is huge. So congrats to Stranberg on that regard. Up next, a guitar or guitar brand that I want to talk about is Cream Guitars. And which guitar do I want to talk about? All of them. Every single one in their booth was amazing. I took a lot of footage at their booth, and I'm going to splice it in right now so you guys can see these guitars up close. I made a video last year covering Namm 2023 when I was here looking from afar remotely, and everybody was talking about Cream Guitars, and I made a dedicated video doing more or less a reaction to this brand that I never heard of. So now here in 2024, to see it with my own eyes, it was truly amazing, man. These guitars, they're kind of crazy looking, but I really appreciate the attention to detail in these guitars. For example, there was one guitar that had like, I don't know, like little medallions, little like high heel medallions or something like that. And that is not a finish or a wrap. It is literally like a 3D presentation, a 3D thing with like a clear, solid, you know, overlay over top of it. So like there's like depth and detail in the actual top of the guitar. That was really cool and something that I didn't expect, because why would I expect that? I thought it was literally just a graphic. It is not a graphic. It's like literally like literal pieces of things and medallions, like I said, little knickknacks in there. And I thought that was cool, man. You know, it might not be your style. It's not necessarily my style, but I love when companies go for it and do something new and left of center. And not only do they go for it in terms of like their guitars, but their booth itself was the talk of the town. Everybody talks about Cream Guitars' booth. It's wild. It's like, what am I even looking at? Why are there naked mannequins? Why is it bright pink? I don't know, but it was cool to check out. And, you know, not only did they get everybody's attention visually with the booth, but the guitars themselves at least caught my attention, and for that, I think they stole the show. But last but not least, this is the guitar that I think is by far and away the highlight of the Namm 2024 show, and the guitar that I think really everybody will think about when they think of Namm 2024, and that is the Rabia Masad signature Sabre from Ernie Ball Music Man. Similar to a lot of the guitars and booths that I'm talking about in this video, I was able to get my own footage and check out the Sabre up close and personal for myself. Let me tell you, everybody, this guitar is beautiful. It's everything you would expect from Music Man. Just like the sickest flames, the sickest top, just ergonomically pleasing. And, you know, it's got Rabia's name attached to it. So all that encompassing makes it a win for me. I was able to catch Rabia for a brief second at the Victory booth, say hi, say what's up. That was certainly a highlight for me. So, you know, thank you, Rabia, for, you know, sharing that moment with me. That was really, really cool, man. It was great to meet you, and congrats on your signature guitar. But back to the guitar itself, man. The Sabre, one of the coolest shapes that Ernie Ball Music Man has. It's arguably the newest. It came out like what, in 2020, which is hard to believe. It's almost half a decade ago. But anyway, to see Rabia get his own rendition of the Sabre, it's awesome, man. It's a really cool thing to see. So like I said in the beginning of this video, all these guitars were kind of loosely in order with the exception of one. This guitar right here is the one I'm talking about. This one is far and away, in my opinion, the best guitar of Namm 2024. Alright, everybody, so that is my video on what I think are the best guitars of Namm 2024. What do you guys think of my thoughts and opinions? I would love to hear from you guys down below in the comment section. What do you think are the guitars that stole the show in your own opinion? Did I miss one? Did I, you know, not talk enough about one? You know, whatever, man. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below, and I'll be sure to meet you down below and mix it up with you, and we'll talk all things guitars from Namm 2024, okay? So like I said in the beginning, be sure to like this video, follow me on Spotify, and subscribe to this channel. And with that being said, everybody, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.